Safeco Foam brings us this talented female driver, Alexandra Fern from East Longmeadow, Mass.
He has a win this year in car number 2, Jolly Time, in the Enterprise Financial car, Jeff Jolly.
Lazy Moose's Lodge brings us this talent, car number 29, Trace Bear out of Brewster, New York.
Last week's winner will be in car number 5 in the Napa Auto Parts of Colin Talent car, Andy Marquise.
Then it's the Coma Unwind Zeke's Pump Service number 33 from Weathersfield, Connecticut, Frank Latwell Jr.
So that is the first half of the field. It is Doug Phelps battling Gus Coelho for the lead. They bandwagon their way off the corner. It is a shock and awe their way down the backstretch. We already have a battle between Phelps and Gus Coelho.
Phelps, the family guy, looking racy tonight, has to settle for second. The Coelhos are all over him as they come off turn number 4. Side by side racing, almost 3 wide. The number 93 for Dan Dembeck is making his presence known. Bottom shot move there. Here comes Jeff Jolly. Here comes the number 3 machine. That, of course, is the 3 of Fern. He's threading the needle tonight as well.
And getting trapped on the outside for the time being, trying to make the most of it is Frank Latois. Moving up is Ryan Fern. Now, a guy we thought this could be his breakout party tonight is Dan Dembeck in car number 93. He has changed lanes, greyhounding his way to the outside. But look at that 3-wide move executed perfectly by Jeff Jolly.
Jeff Jolly goes to the bottom of Phelps, moves into second. Deuce is up to second. Meanwhile, for third, here comes the number 3 machine. It is Fern who's coming to the front. Started 11th on the grid in 3 laps. The number 3 car of Ryan Fern is up to the top 3.
Phelps is on the grass at turn number 4. We will see if he can get that car moving again, and the answer is no.
And it is not the Phelps car. I believe it might be the Alexandra Fern car.
The 1 and the 2 are on the car, but Jolly is scheduled to be in the number 2 spot. Our point leader headed into tonight is Frank Latois in car number 33, who has had a very smooth season so far. So our field is in its proper alignment, and we are getting ready to turn them loose. Gus Coelho maintains 2 cars. His and his daughter's car, and he does it all by himself. He is an army of 1. Let's see what he does on this restart against Jeff Jolly.
He's looking for position 1 as they go back to green. Side-by-side racing. Jolly gets a little power assist from Dan Dembeck as he makes some magic, but Jeff Jolly slingshots out in front. Look at Ryan Fern, the 3 car. Moving through traffic. Marquise, last week's feature event winner, is now among the top 6 cars. Who are the other movers and shakers? Walker is looking good. Brandon Michael and Como are also coming to the front.
Good battle for 4th and 5th. Frank Latois on the outside, but underneath him is Dembeck in car number 93. It looks like Latois is going to win that battle as he Pinocchios his way into the top 4. It is the car looking good in the middle of the field. They waltz off the corner, and it is a comfortable lead at this stage of the race for Jeff Jolly and trying to trap Fern.
Ryan Fern is doing a nice job closing up the gap. Frank works his magic, moves down underneath Coelho to try to take over the 3rd spot. The Casper car, white and racy car number 33, is up to the 3rd spot. Here comes Marquise, last week's feature event winner, and Brandon Michael is in a 3-way battle a little further back at the bottom of the top 10.
Dembeck and Meyer battling for position. As they rabble-rouse their way off the corner, it looks like Dembeck is taking advantage of that situation. We have trouble for the family guy, Doug Phelps. He is on the safety road, and the yellow comes out.
In recent weeks, so he's found a little magic tonight. Latwell and the inside of that 2nd row. Marquise, last week's feature event winner, 3 rows back on the bottom. They're racing double file and even 3 wide further back in the top 10.
It's been a pretty good rivalry all season long between Jeff Jolly and Ryan Fern. Right now, the advantage goes to Jolly by a half a car. Frank Latois has settled into 3rd. Marquise looking to make a move underneath Coelho. That is a spirited battle for 4th place.
Out at the front. Meanwhile, Fern dives to the bottom of Jolly. Rim riding to the bottom of turn number 1. Car number 3, it is Fern by inches. Down the back straightaway, here comes Jolly again. Further back in the field, Como gets tangled up with the number 93 car of Dembeck. We are still under green, Matt.
Boy, the driver with the thickest exhaust fumes right now is Jeff Jolly. He did it the hard way as he jet streams around Ryan Fern. Can he clear the number 3 car? Yes, he can. Sole control of the lead for Jeff Jolly.
Down the street, it is, but for how long? Fern racy to the bottom. Litwell waiting for the curtain call. They come back to the stripe, this time 9 of 15. At the line, it looks like it was Fern. Now to the bottom of turn 1. Will it remain the same, Matt?
Here comes Jolly on the outside, cranking it up off the corner. You can't count out Frank Latois, the point leader, the white number 33 car. Now changing lanes, going to the bottom. Jeff Jolly looking for some racing room underneath Fern as he tries to scalpel his way underneath the 3 car.
A little bit of a smooch to the back bumper, but Fern puts that Safeco car into the safety zone at the lead. Litwell looking for a title. Our Dare Stock division setting in the 3rd spot. Marquise is up to 4. Alexandra Fern spun earlier, Matt. Her brother leads, but she is now in the top 5.
And she has to pass a lot of cars to get where she is right now. The action heats up for 6. Gus Coelho has it. Johnny Walker, who is 2nd in the points, is running 7th. Less than 4 laps to go. Let's see if Jeff Jolly can do anything against the dominance so far of Ryan Fern.
Jeff Jolly has a little more giddy up off the turns. Now he reels in on Fern. Fern tries to slow down the pace just a bit. That might be a smart move. It upsets the field behind him. 12 of the 15 are complete. Fern is still leader. Jolly is still 2nd. Frank Litwell is setting in the 3rd spot. Then the battle for 4th between Marquise and Alexandra Fern.
Spin, turn 2.
Coelho gets crossed up. Popsicle sticks are up. We are still under green. The 11 car spins to the bottom of turn 2. No harm, no foul. 2 laps to go. 1 mile left for Fern, the leader of the pack.
A cozy lead right now. Let's see if Jolly can do anything about it. They dart their way into the 3rd corner. Ryan Fern in command. And Jolly also has to be concerned with Frank Latois, who is closing in the number 3 position.
This time, white flag is out. Surrendering in the battle among the final laps. 2 lapped cars in front of the leader. Fern now starts to string it out. Jolly still setting in 2nd. Look at Alexandra Fern down underneath Marquise. A bid for the 4th spot. Deep into turn number 3. Back to the line they come. This time, the checkered flag is about to wave, and it'll be Ryan Fern to take down the win. Jeff Jolly to finish in 2nd. Litwell will finish in the Napa victory lane. We'll be meeting our top 3 in just a moment. Giving this young talent the opportunity to get out of his race car. Coming up next will be our SK Light Modified feature event. Contingency partners include New England Racing Fuels, Sunoco, and Spafco, the official parts suppliers in the paddock area.
So Ryan Fern, he is going to be pretty happy. As you said, the last month has not been kind to the 3 car. A couple of pretty good rivals, Jeff Jolly and Ryan Fern. So you're looking at rivals in the Dare Stock division. That's one of the hottest right there. Jolly Fern. Tonight it was Fern who got the advantage. He is on his way out of the car as we will go to Napa Victory Lane and Kelly LaMesa.
All right, it was a solid race for the Dare Stock tonight. Ryan, you were solid the whole race. You were able to take the lead. You just raced really well tonight.
Yeah, I really got to thank my crew, first of all. They really kept my car in check. Really got to thank Stu Fern for being my Swedish bank account for this. Safeco Foam, A-Crane Construction, 5-Star Construction. I also got to thank Napa, Hoosier Tire East. I also got to thank Sunoco for providing the great fuel they give us. I'd like to thank my crew because, you know, they're really important. And Rad Auto Machine, just trying to make sure I get everyone. But I think that's everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone. I'm just really glad to have won today. I had a really loose car, and I really had to hold off Jeff Jolly there. He's giving me a few shots going into the corner, but somehow I held it together. But most of all, I'd like to thank Racing with Jesus. I don't know why. Like, I'm not a religious person at all, but for some reason they gave me hope today, and I just felt like today was the day. I just took my patience, and not really so much patience, but at the end I had patience and came out with a win. Really excited.
All right, there you go. And we have the second place, Jeff Jolly. Where'd he go? Jeff, there you are. You led a solid race too. Ryan just held off, and you managed to get second place. But you had a really sorry.
Is that just Village Spring in that water bottle, or what are you drinking there? Yeah, no, Ryan was just a lot faster. We were way too tight. I said to Mark, I almost knocked down his wall there in turn 4 about every lap. So, no, Ryan ran a good race. He raced me clean. So, congratulations to him, and Frank had a good view there of us running. So, good run for the Casa Grande Builders, Casa Grande Motorsports Chevy. Want to thank Ameriprise Financial, Rick and Corey, Casa Grande for putting us a good car together. Got to thank Dean for driving it up to the racetrack for us every week, and it's in one piece, so Kyle and Corey can take it to Waterford and race it there tomorrow. So, want to thank Napa and the track and everybody for helping out too.
All right, there's the second place, and as the third place comes in, I have something very important to tell you. You were a pretty good racer. You're first in points. You won first place in the Senior Outlaw on Monday. It's my pleasure to tell you that you are the winner of the Logano Foundation contest.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I got to thank the Rileys for showing up and giving me that chance. That's pretty cool. It's a little surprise, but yeah, it was a good race. I started losing power steering, or something was locking up in the steering box towards the last 5-6 laps. So I know these two passed throughout the year. These two have a good reputation of getting into each other, so I was kind of waiting. But so I just got to thank my entire team. They worked really hard. Coma Unwind, Minuteman Press, Zeke's Pump Service, Jet Electric, Tommy's Convention, Tattoo Convention. There's so many people, but I'm running out of time here, so I'll see you another time.
Okay. Yes, Frank Latois is a very solid racer, and that concludes the Dare Stock. Back to you in the tower.
Okay, Ben, Frank Latois against Joey Logano. Who do you like in that?